I have not had my nuts tickled this good since I was at your mom's house this weekend, but the Joyo Preamp house gets pretty close. So just before I get into it, I want to throw a couple of disclaimers out there. First and foremost, my opinions are my opinions. Joyo is sponsoring this video. They did send this pedal out, but I'm telling you straight up as it is, my wholehearted, honest opinion, as I always do. Secondly, if you want to get in the comment section and bitch about how you don't like the sound of this or I'm doing it wrong, then motherfucker, post up, do it yourself. We're waiting. Anyway, the Joyo Preamp house. On the clean channel, because it's 2 channels, kind of sounds like this. Sounds pretty good. I think that's a really, really good clean sound. Now, when you hit B, though, right there, this is where I was mesmerized and blown away by this pedal right here. Because listen to this shit. I don't know about you, but that sounds fantastic. That sounds absolutely amazing to me. For what this is, and I think what is doing it is I've had other products that are similar to this on the channel before, and they let me down spectacularly. This is the complete opposite end of that spectrum. It's really, really good. Is it the best thing in the world? No. I'm not gonna say it's the best thing in the world, but my God, it just shows how far we've come kind of in the amp sim realm, because that's kind of like the big thing about this. So I'm gonna set the guitar down for just a second here. Turn the volume down. So the Preamp house by Joyo, it's got a lot going on for it. And you can probably see it right there. It's being propped up by another fantastic Joyo pedal that I just reviewed too, the Joyo Atmosphere, which is a reverb pedal with a bunch of different reverbs. Go check that out if you'd like to do that. So the Preamp house is essentially like an amp in a box, but it's kind of more than that because it's got everything that you would need to just plug in and play. All right, so let me explain. So you could plug this thing in via 9-volt power and plug in some headphones, plug in your guitar, you're good to go. It's got an IR built into it. I think it's a 412 emulation, and I think the headphones are emulated and you can't change that, which seems to be a thing with Joyo, is that they do headphone emulation and it's just whatever it is what it is, right? Notably on the Bandtamp series, a lot of people say they don't want the emulated headphone out, or they want to be able to turn it off is what it is. And there's a myriad of different reasons for that, but we're not talking about that. So with the Preamp house, you have a 3-band EQ built into it. You have 9 different amps, which I do have the instruction manual here that lists them, and I'll explain what they are very briefly. So you have a Fender 65 twin reverb, Marshall JCM 900, Vox AC30, Mesa Boogie Lone Star, and dual rectifiers, so 2 Mesa Boogies. EVH 5153, Engel Powerball, which I love Engel amps, those are great. Orange Thunderbird 200, and a Friedman BE 100, okay? Again, 3-band EQ, which I really, really like. You have a gain knob, you have a master volume, and a volume right there. And then up here, this little switch right here is to turn on the cab emulation, which I have it off. So if you put it in the middle, it is off. And the reason that I have it off is because you can run this into the return of an amp head, bypass the amp there, making this the preamp, and run it through a cabinet, which is how I have it now. I have it running through my Blackstar HT5 into the return, And then I have my Black Star cabinet mic'd up with an SM57, and then you can probably see back there it's recording into Reaper. And man, oh man, when I plugged this thing in at first, I was like, holy crap, it sounds so good. It really does. I'm genuinely impressed with it. And it's 2 channels, like I said before, so you have a clean and the distorted channel, overdrive channel, whatever. And you could save both, both channels appropriately. So if you want a certain amp or whatever on clean, you just change it right here and save it there, blah, 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 blah. I like the way that it looks. It's a nice solid metal construction. It's got some orange flashing lights up here, which I really, really like. It's got an effects loop in it. I don't think I mentioned that. It's got an effects loop, so you can plug in your own pedal board or whatever. And I mean, like I said, it's a full-blown amp in a pedal. So you can have this on your freaking pedal board ready to go. Like, it's insane. What's cool about it too is it's got an XLR on the side, which it also has a ground lift switch on the side too, but XLR port, so you can XLR out it into an interface and record that way. And what you can do there is cool too. You can either use the included the included IR in there and record direct that way, or if you fancy loading up your own IRs, you can turn that off again, like I'm doing, to run it through the cabinet, and you can run your own IRs, which is neat. But I'm talking a lot. Let me go ahead and play it some more while it's mic'd up here. We're gonna go ahead and start over here at number 1, which is the twin reverb. And we're on the clean channel, by the way. Cool. Number 2 is the JCM 900. So I'm assuming the clean channel of a JCM 900. Sorry, I'm experimenting with different chords here, but you get the point. Sounds good. Number 3, the Vox. Does a really good job of emulating the Vox because it's got that kind of low-end rumble kind of thing going on. Here's the Lone Star, the Mesa Boogie Lone Star. A lot of grit in that. The Dual Rec. $5150. Which, does a 5150 really have a clean channel? I don't think so, but this is about as clean as it gets. Then we have the Powerball. The Thunderverb. And the Friedman. Probably my favorite one there, the Friedman on the clean channel. Alright, now just to keep things simple, we're going to go ahead and run through the distorted tones here, back on number 1. So the Fender 65 Twin Reverb, still mic'd up on the Black Star cabinet with the SM57. To number 2, which again is the JCM 900. And then we have the AC30 up at number 3. So not as distorted, the AC30, but you could probably put some kind of an overdrive in front of that, and that would be fantastic. Let's go to something that will probably be a little more distorted, the Mesa Boogie Lone Star. Definitely darker. So just to end on that, I'm in drop C, by the way, that's why it's so heavy or whatever, but dual rec up next, so this will fit right in. Cool, yeah, sounds good. The 5153. By the way, that's 5150 like normal, and then Roman numeral 3, just in case anybody was wondering. Okay, and the Engel Powerball. God, I love an Engel. That just sounds so good. The Orange Thunderverb. Noodling around, dicking around. And then lastly, the Friedman BE100, which is what you heard at the beginning, both on the clean and the distorted, but obviously this is the distorted. So while I do not feel like I need to get back on here in any shape, form, or fashion and give you final thoughts on the Joyo Preamp House, I'm going to, just briefly. My opinion still stands. I think that this is an absolutely stellar, awesome, fantastic pedal. I think that it kind of has made me look at this type of pedal, this type of product in a different light, because they can really be good. Clearly, Joyo, I don't ever expect Joyo to make really a bad product, because Joyo pedals are pretty prominent. A lot of people are aware of Joyo pedals. They're affordable and they sound really good. I mean, I've not come across a Joyo pedal that I really dislike, and this is no exception. I mean, again, and pair it with this. I didn't do it in this video. Probably should have, but I just didn't feel like hooking it up to the effects loop and everything. But if you were to pair it with something like the Atmosphere, I mean, that's a cool reverb pedal. You would get some killer tones out of this. And again, I didn't tweak the EQ all that much. I gave it a little bit of a mid boost, a little bit of a treble boost, just to kind of help it cut a little bit more. But not that I was cutting through a mix or anything, but that's just how I like to set up my tone, you know? Again, do it yourself if you don't like it. But the Joyo Preamp House, it's an awesome pedal. It speaks for itself. It's got 9 different amp models in it. And here's the thing, I think that's what impresses me the most, is that the amp models actually sound good. Because the one other product that I had on here that was similar to this, they sounded okay, but when you went to go use it like how I used it in this video, plugging it into the amp, or into the effects loop of the amp, it had like this direct sound underneath the tone. And it was terrible. It was not good. This does not have that issue. It is straight, bloody, nasty, beautiful tone. And it is just, I don't know why I call it bloody, but just the word that came to my head. We're going to keep it in. Yeah, so anyway, go check the link in the description. Get one of these. Pick it up and try it out, man. I mean, it's pretty reasonably priced, and it'll get the job done. And it's, if anything, a great little backup to have on your pedal board, because then you have 9 different tones to choose from instead of just your 1 amp. So there you go. And it's got all the same kind of controls, clean and dirty. What more to say, right? What more is there to say? Check link in the description. My name is Jonathan. Thank you for joining me in my pink room of doom for another video, and hopefully you subscribe if you haven't already, and maybe I'll catch you in the next one.